Welcome, welcome, welcome to Mary's Heart Zone. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for being here, not forgetting about me. I didn't forget about you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for always sticking with me, all those that continue to watch me. I appreciate it. And happy autumn equinox or equinox. Right now the sun is directly above the equator. And that only happens twice a year, I believe, in March and September. So, and tomorrow starts Yom Kippur. So all important good dates to check out and see what you think about those. And a lot of things are lining up right now, and there's a lot of good energies and vibrations coming in. Because you guys are holding that light and being the pillar of joy and happiness and vibrating high, right? So, mirror time. So why do we do mirror time? I always do mirror time, right? And I probably explained it when I started doing these videos, but I don't continue to explain it. I just go right into it. But that is digging within yourself, finding yourself. You have all the answers that you need all within yourself. It's loving yourself completely, wholeheartedly. Forgiving yourself. Why? Well, we're on God's playground to learn, if you will. I said it in an earlier video. I'm going to repeat it. We're going to get a little bit more into depth of different things, but we've all continued to be reincarnated into a human vessel to continue to learn and grow from. And then when our spirit goes up, then we lose this vessel, and then we choose to come back for karmic reasons, to finish something that we didn't finish well, I guess you could put, or need more lessons on. So we continue to do that. So don't beat yourself up on anything, because we're all in this together, trying to learn from each other in all our experiences. I should have warned him that I was doing my video, so she wouldn't bark. I'm doing my video. And so I got sidetracked there. Anyways, so that's why we're here. And the other thing I wanted to mention, I mentioned it earlier and slid by it, was that we have 66 books of the Bible in the King James Version. And my understanding, there are 777. Makes sense, because that's God's number in perfection. And when Constantine was in power, and then the Christianity came about in Catholicism, in the Vatican, and when King James, and when they wrote the Bible of what they found, which they used a good portion of the Sumerian tablets, the Enuma Elish, and some other resources that they had to create their version or their narrative. And something we need to understand is the Bible is metaphorical, a lot of it, as well as a lot of allegory or stories, and for us to learn. Okay? So you take that and try to understand it. Open your eyes to what he's trying to say. There is a definite divide as to the Old Testament God and the New Testament. And if you've read the Bible, you'd see it. and that's for another day and a topic. But I wanted to mention that since it's autumn, I live in an autumn area, it gets cold out. So this is like I love vests, I love black. I'm a black. And I'm wearing two rings here. Silver and gold. This is 24 karat gold. And this is sterling silver. And this is my rose. I love my rose. And I've always been attracted to roses. Not sure why, but now I understand why. And that's another day. But as well as this too. And this is so cool. I got this in Singapore when I was out there. I went on an exchange program with professionals and visited different places there. And it was really, that's probably the best thing that you could do instead of going to college. Travel the world. Learn all those experiences. That's knowledge. That's what we need to get to. That's what we're trying to do. So, as much as trying to raise your frequency and be high energy and the light and the love, you need to gain knowledge. You got to continue to go down that path of being excited to learn new things and find things out. So you have to do research. That's the only way you continue to raise yourself up. So it might be important to buy some of this right now too. Silver and gold. Just giving you a forewarning. If not, do it today. Today's a good day to do it. Just saying. You heard it here, live. So, but I didn't finish saying this. So this has it's a dragon, but it's more of an infinity sign, the Alpha Omega. I can't really say the name of the Quetzalcoatl, who protects the Yggdrasil tree, which is the tree of knowledge. And that's Mother Earth. I think I spit. So, Duce! That's what you get for today. A lot of information. I got a little sidetracked there. I think I put everything out there. But something I was thinking about in another earlier video was talking about bridging that gap of spirituality and understanding spirituality and religious dogma and trying to learn more. And in one of those lost books, if you will, which were found several by Egypt, some Egyptian tombs in the 1960s. And there's the lost books of John and Thomas. Some were found earlier than that. Mary Magdalene, the Book of Enoch. Those are all 4 good ones to go over. You can look them up and check them out. And I would lead you also into looking at and listening to Morgan Fishel. Not that you would agree with everything he has to say, and that's okay. You take what resonates with you, but there's a lot of good information that all of those back each other up on all that information. And there's some secret teachings of Jesus that are in Thomas that help with a lot of those unanswered questions that are in the Bible that he speaks of. And that's what I wanted to say, because that's just something that I gave a thought, and I just never, this was kind of interesting take on, I always say about that gap of getting there is that childlike faith. Childlike faith is that you get back to yourself. So that's what we're trying to do. Shed that onion that we've built up over and over. That onions, those layers of ego and pride and people put you down or that we build up walls. And that's why we do mirror time. I love you, Mary Celeste. I love you wholeheartedly. I forgive yourself. I forgive me. Everything that I have and ever done in this experience that I'm aware of or I know of. I'm not talking about the other experiences I've had because I can't remember those. But we have them. We have all those. Some people can pull from those. We are like a human quantum computer. That's another day too. But boy, I'm squirreling all over the place. So that I was talking about that childlike faith and then I went into mirror time. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. So what I was going to say is in one of the, I think it was the Book of Thomas, where he states to him, where he said a 7-day-old child, and the reference was to the creation of earth. So what he was saying is a child they haven't taken on the outside world yet. They already know where they came from. They already know who they are. So if you know the beginning, then you already know the end, which is the beginning. Does that make sense to you? So I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Sorry about that. The 7-day-old. Well, he just came out, and he knew of probably his reincarnation. He knows. So what you continue to do and should do and would want to do, but it's up to you, is there's an excitement of learning, of knowing where you came from, who you are. Finding those things out is really cool. I know I do. I get excited about that stuff. I can't stop. It's true. Probably to detriment, maybe lack of sleep. The more I do these videos, I see my eyes are getting more swollen. So I'm already at 12 minutes. I didn't explain that real well, but give that thought. So we all fight a light and a dark within ourselves. We're both light and dark. The yin and yang. And it's okay. That's good. Because you got to go through the dark to see the light. Just keep more light, would you? That's what I say to myself. Keep it lit, baby. And to do that is you stay in the now. You don't have a past. You don't have a future. All you do is you have now. And you enjoy those wow nows. We're here to experience, not to trudge away and next day, what am I going to do? And work on and on, right? So that's what you do. It would be joy. Be joy. 14 minutes of my word here. Give it a whirl. We're going to do, this is not going to be any different than what we've been reading. Today is September 23rd. Turn again. Joy in the morning. Joy. Choose joy. And if you find a time that just things don't work out for you, think of 3 good things. Smile. Laugh. Laugh at yourself. I tripped over a chair the other day and went flying, and I was carrying something, and I got a good Charlie horse on my thigh. I was like, dang. I just laughed. Whatever. What can you do? My kids probably would have been filming me. This is a law in the spiritual life. You must turn to me before you are conscious of my nearness. It is that turning to me you must cultivate in every circumstance, a glad turning of thankfulness or a turning of weak appeal. It is so wonderful that not is needed, but that mute appeal. You have no need to voice your longing, no need to plead, no need to bring gifts. How wonderful to feel you can so simply claim help, and so promptly, so lovingly, it is there. Not only help, but the comfort and joy of divine nearness and companionship. A nearness that brings sweetness into life and confidence and peace. Never fear, never lose hope. You know what? There's two emotions. Love. And love, you stay in the love. That's the fruit of the Spirit. That's all the good stuff, right? That's where you want to be at. That fear only brings not good stuff. And I'm not going to say those words. But you know, you can just categorize all those words that fit in that fear. Everything, you should just be fearless. And the reason you should be fearless is because, remember, you're all divine. You're all eternal. You just really all spirit. We're all our universe. We're all our universe and spirits encapsulated in this vessel, this human vessel, having a human experience, right? So that's not what we are. So Yeshua, he knew there's nothing they could do to him. You can't kill our soul and our spirit. It lives on forever. I know that when people pass, it's sad. Their human body is, because we've seen so much of that. And I pray, but we'll see them again. They're all there. They're real close. It's just a frequency. I went over that too. And I've been trying to put little short posts, short videos that help out with the frequency and energy. And that's what we're doing, is raising our frequency and energy. When we raise it up, we get on that level of understanding more, that knowledge. So I squirreled off of that light and dark that we fight within ourselves, it's a great thing. Not fighting it, but balancing that in between. Balancing both. But there's also light, which is knowledge that you need to continue on. So I scrolled all over the place, and I hope this all makes sense. Maybe not. Oh my God. Oh. So I said, draw nigh to me, and that nearness is all you need. My presence alone can transform conditions and lives, bring harmony, beauty, peace, and love. That's it. That's what you have. Love. So it might be long today. It was 19 minutes. So, jump, pump, start your heart. I did that earlier, and I had Luke 22, but I'm also reading from Matthew. We did the wise and foolish builders last time. So I'm just going to do this short one, because I didn't say it last time, because we did the wise and foolish builders. Remember one that was on the rocks? It was sturdy. It didn't fall. His house didn't fall. One that was on the sand. Sand? Oh, the sand. You know what happened with that one, don't you? It came tumbling down. Soil and foundation is important. Unconditional love. Yourself first. It's all about you. It's all about you. You find yourself inside before you can go outside. Take care of your stock of your own inventory. So, but to finish that one, which is Matthew chapter 7, verse 28 and 29. When Jesus had finished saying these things, the crowds were amazed at his teachings, because he taught as one who had authority and not as their teachers of the law. Well, we know what those Pharisees and scribes that were well-versed in the old teachings and commandments and stuff like that did. Do as I say, not as I do. Hypocrites, he called them all out. There's a reason. Give a thought. Give a thought. Don't forget to get yourself a Better Everyday book. It's 21 minutes, but if you want to stick around, or if you've shut me off already, that's okay too. So stick around. See what I'm going to come up with. What date did I write? I did write something. Oh, well, that works out perfectly, because I did read February 11th. I'm not sure if I posted that one. I did a video. I did a video. I may or may not posted it, but who knows? I wrote this on February 28th. It was February 12th, though. Are you undecisive, it says. Indecisive. I can't even read my writing. Usually no. More internalizing over various things before bringing them forth. That's what I wrote. I said I must be more convicted of my truths and letting others into understanding and knowing who I am and how I feel, and letting go freely of my thoughts and feelings and ideas. Right, wrong, or indifferent. They're my truths, nothing but my truths. So this was a good one, because that's what I've been learning. Once you get to that point of that, boy, that got... Once you get into that, deep into that heart of yours, and completely free yourself of everything, you open yourself up, and then it's all right. Then you're okay with your truths and convictions. Stand firm and believe and take hold of them. Be bold and beautiful, because you all are, you're divine and all gods and goddesses. And I love you so very much. Thank you for stopping in today. There was a lot of squirreling going around, but maybe you can figure things out. Buy gold and silver. And I didn't finish telling you about my dragon. I bought this in 1993. 1993. And I had a thing about roses, and I had a thing about dragons, and like snakes. Can you believe that? I can't either. So I have another ring that's a snake, but this was it. It looks like a snake, but it's a dragon, and then it's a full dragon. It's really cool. So, but maybe another day and a time. But I could tell you about both of them and why I've probably been drawn to them. Who knows? We'll see. Thank you for stopping in and listening. And I think I'm going to go out and enjoy a bonfire for a little bit. How about that? So I love you so deeply, wholeheartedly. Enjoy your day. Enjoy those wow nows. Go get them. And set yourself up for success each and every day. Whether it's the night before saying, I'm getting up and doing this, this, and this. And even though you don't have that future, but you can continue to strive to do the best that you can. Keep your vessel clean. Do all the things that are important. Take your ivermectin. I love you. Peace out. Talk to you later.